In both the GMAT and the GRE exams, there are several problems in which you can quickly remove the wrong answers, and this happens more often than you think. Let's look at this question for example. Now, I'll be honest, this is very unlikely to be on a GMAT or a GRE exam because on the GRE, you can simply do the square root of this number on your calculator provided in the system, and GMAT will probably think this is a little bit too easy unless you are not doing well enough. I don't think you will see this on your screen, but trust me, this is going to be an extremely important exercise for logic and reasoning, which is what both GMAT and GRE exams care about. In this video, we are not learning how to calculate the square root of 1296. Instead, we will be using the properties of the correct answer to remove wrong answers. And this can happen very quickly, okay? Keep watching. Okay, the first property of the answer that we can use here is the odd even property. We all know that the square of an odd number is always odd and the square of an even number is always even. Since 1296 is even, we expect the answer to be even. That removes a 31. Well, unfortunately for us, we still have 4 good answers, but that's okay. It's better than nothing. It improves our odds from a 20% to a 25%. The second property we can use is the size of the answer. I'm sure we all know that the square of 1296 is between 30 squared and 40 squared, because 30 square is 900 and 40 square is 1600. In case someone doesn't know, to get the square of 30, you just do the square of 3 and put 2 zeros. And the same thing for 40 squared. Now, since the answer must be between 30 and 40, we can eliminate the 44. Now we are down to 3 answer choices and our odds are now about 33%. By the way, in one of the videos, I showed you how to quickly do the square of numbers ending in 5. So if you can get the square of 35 using that strategy, 35 square is 1225. Please watch the video titled Squares of Numbers Ending in 5 if you want to learn this shortcut. Now, once you know that the square of 35 is 1225, 1296 is actually larger than that. So the square root of 1296 must be more than 35, right? So that removes 32 and 34, leaving us with only one possible answer, 36. So as you can see, without doing anything else, we already know that the answer is 36. Now, what if you did not know that 1296 was more than 35 square? Then you could use other properties to remove additional bad answers. Okay, let me show you how. Okay, property number 3, units digits, the last digit of the number. The last digit of the number in this problem is 6. What number squared will give you a units digit of 6? 2 square is 4, so this is not possible. 4 square is 16, so this is still good. 6 square is 36. That also gives you a units digit of 6. So C and D are still surviving. That means our answer can still be C or D if you don't know how big the answer is supposed to be. That's not bad. It's 50-50, right? But we can make it 100%. Which brings us to our fourth property, which is a little more subtle, so you will have to pay attention. Property number 4, factors multiples. Sometimes it helps a lot when you investigate a little bit about the number and ask yourself, is this number going to be a multiple of something? Well, we know for sure that it's a multiple of 2 because it's even. Okay, what else is it a multiple of? Well, it's also a multiple of 4, right? So if the answer is a multiple of 4, doing the square root of that will give you a multiple of 2, right? But that doesn't really help. Our remaining answers, C and D, are both multiples of 2 or even. So that doesn't help us eliminate either of the 2 answers. If you keep digging more, this number is also a multiple of 3. Well, let's apply the rule. Add the digits, 9 plus 6 plus 2 plus 1. That's 18. If the sum of the digits is a multiple of 3, the number itself is also a multiple of 3. And that rule also applies to 9. The sum of the digits of 1296 was 18. So 1296 must be a multiple of 9 because 18 is a multiple of 9. So if you have a number that is a multiple of 9, do the square root of that, you will get a multiple of 3. And if you check both C and D, D is a multiple of 3. It's also a multiple of 9, but a multiple of 3 is good enough for us. But 34 is not a multiple of 3. So that leaves us with only 36 as the possible answer. I hope that was helpful. Let's summarize everything slowly. The given number 1296 is even. Therefore, its square root must be even as well. This removes the first answer, 31. The given number 1296 is between the square root of 30 and 40. Therefore, its square root must be between 30 and 40, 44 is out. If you happen to know that 35 square is 1225, then you already know that since 1296 is more than 1225, the answer must be 36. But if you don't, you can use the units digits. The units digit of 32 square must be 4. So that's out. The units digit of 34 square must be 6, and the units digit of 36 square must be 6 as well. So C and D are still good. And finally, since the number is a multiple of 9, its square root must be a multiple of 3, leaving us with only one answer choice, D, the correct square root of 1296. Okay, even though this problem is probably not going to be on your exam, this, I believe, will help you a lot in devising strategies to remove bad answers and with general logic and reasoning. All the best, and thank you for watching.